Best farming practices for teff. Teff is an ancient tropical cereal that has its center of origin and diversity in Ethiopia. The crop is tolerant to moisture deficit and waterlogging. It's one of the most important staple crops in Ethiopia. However, its productivity is low due to mainly poor management practices. The main objective of this video is to provide information about the best farming practices to improve teff production for smallholder farmers. Site selection. Teff does well on clay, loam and clay soils. It's well suited on soils with a moderate fertility level. The field should have not been planted with teff and related species. Land preparation. The frequency plowing varies depending on the soil type and weed pressure. 3 times plowing with proper weed management is enough in most cases. Leveling is important before sowing. Sowing time and method. Sowing time. For red and brown soil, it is sown from the first week of July to the second week of July, and in vertisoil areas, it is sown from the second week of July to the fourth week of July. Planting method. Teff crop can be sown in broadcast or in row. The most commonly used is broadcast method. The optimum seed rate is 20 to 25 kg per hectare for broadcast method and 10 to 15 kg per hectare for row sowing. Crop rotation. Crop rotation plays an important role in improving productivity, enhancing soil fertility, and reducing or eliminating pests and diseases. Therefore, it is necessary to alternate teff crop with other cereal, oil, and legume crops. Fertilizer management. Fertilizer rates depends on soil type and fertility status. For nitrosoil, use 85 to 150 kg per hectare NPS and 35 to 75 kg per hectare urea. For vertisoil, apply 85 to 150 kg per hectare NPS and 95 to 160 kg per hectare urea. For acidic soil, NPS rate is 85 to 130 kg per hectare, while urea rate is 10 to 35 kg per hectare. NPS fertilizer is applied during sowing, while urea fertilizer is applied during sowing at tillering. Weed control. Weed control measures include free the land from weeds before sowing, use of clean seeds, crop rotation with other crops, 2 or 3 times hand weeding is necessary. First, 15 to 18 days after crop emerge. Second, 35 to 40 days after crop emerge at tillering. Third, 50 to 55 days as needed. When necessary, apply herbicides such as 2,4-D, Grand Star, and Pallas. Insect pest control. Insect pests known to attack teff include red teff worm, shoot fly, and grasshoppers. Measures to control red teff worm include plowing the field as soon as the crop harvested to expose the pupa to natural enemies and the sun. If the pests are few, pick and kill by hand in the morning and at night. If the worm number reaches 25 per square meter, apply insecticides such as diazinon, proven, and bravo. Measures to control shoot fly include deep and frequent plowing, crop rotation, use of insecticides such as karate, diazinon, and roger. Measures to control grasshopper include deep and frequent plowing, remove the host plant around and inside the field, burn the straw, use chemicals such as Sowing and malathion. Disease control. The most important diseases include leaf rust and head smudge. Major management practices to control leaf rust include use low seed rate. If the disease occurs in an epidemic situation, use chemicals such as Tilt, Natura, and Progress. Measures to control head smudge include use clean seeds and practice crop rotation. When necessary, use one of the following chemicals: Natura, Nativo, and Tilt. Harvesting and threshing. Harvest the crop when the crop turns yellow. Harvesting must be done in good weather to maintain the moisture content of the seeds. The mowed straw should be turned over to dry. Then it should be piled carefully on a wood bed. Threshing can be done manually using a cattle or machine. Teff should be stored in a cool, dry place.